a witch. There are many different witchcraft paths and a multitude of approaches to its practice. But not to worry, this book will guide you on the journey to connecting with the feminine divine, both without and within, and open the door to this magical religion that will enlighten, uplift, and energize your life. More than that, though, goddess worship can give women tools to survive and thrive in an ever more challenging world. Many of us are frustrated, frightened, triggered, helpless, and, yes, outright enraged at the current state of our cultural environment. Sisters, I feel you. Holy crap, how I feel you. But the best way to move past and beyond these feelings is to embrace our own feminine power. Channel that rage and fear into positive change in your own corner of the planet, and then send it outward. Modern witchcraft can be both empowering and inspiring. It's time to take back our spirituality and turn ourselves into kick-ass manifestations of the goddess right here on Earth. Common myths and why they're wrong. A few common myths about witchcraft have persisted throughout the centuries. Some of them started as a kind of propaganda by the church when it moved into Europe and took over power from the pre-existing pagans, and then were further exaggerated and spread by popular culture, like movies. After all, a wicked witch is a lot more exciting than the nice herbalist who lives next door. Others are simply misconceptions due to lack of knowledge about how witchcraft is actually practiced. You've probably heard a few of these and might even believe one or two. Let me tell you why they're not true. Witches worship the devil. No. The devil is a Christian concept. Most witches don't even believe in the devil, much less worship him. There are people who refer to themselves as Satanists, but they aren't witches, and also don't worship the devil in the way they are usually portrayed. Part of this misconception might stem from the fact that there is a traditional figure known as the horned god, usually pictured as a broad-shouldered man with widespread antlers like a deer or elk. But he is a deity associated with wild animals and the natural world, and has nothing to do with the devil. Witches are evil. I'm sure there are a few witches who aren't very nice, just as there are unpleasant folks in every other religion. But by and large, we're just people, the same as everyone else. I swear I'm not evil, just a little cranky some days. Witches sacrifice animals. Maybe a chicken breast for the feast, but otherwise, witches tend to be animal lovers who collect too many cats and feed the birds in the winter. Any sacrifice placed on the altar are likely to be symbolic, such as a piece of fruit, a loaf of bread, or some flowers. Witches cast spells on you to make you do their bidding. If this were true, someone besides me would be cleaning my house. Just saying. Most witches believe in the importance of free will, which means they only cast spells for themselves, and possibly on behalf of those who have specifically given their permission or asked for help. While in theory it is possible to cast spells on others to influence them, love spells, for instance, there is always a better way to accomplish what you want without risking karmic payback. Most witches simply don't do it. You can only be a witch if you come from a hereditary line of witches. There are a few folks who can actually trace their magical lineage back through the centuries, but for most of us, witchcraft is something we came to on our own. I come from a Jewish heritage, and as far as I can tell, I am the first witch in my family. There might be a rabbi if you look back far enough, but I'm the only high priestess. That doesn't make me any less of a witch. In fact, between the persecution of witches during what we call the burning times and the changes that came with the modern world, very few people can follow an unbroken line back to ancestors who practiced the craft. Witches dance naked in the moonlight. Well, some do, but it certainly isn't a requirement. Personally, it's not my...